How much do you think we understand about the history of life on Earth?
I think we got it all wrong. No, I don't know. It seems like they change it all the time. You know, they say that Easter Island, you know, when I was in college, they were big on telling you that Easter Island, they ruined their environment and they had environmental collapse. And that's why there was nobody on Easter Island. It was a cautionary tale. We could ruin our environment. And now it seems like they've changed their mind on that. And then when humans entered North America seems to be hugely up to speculation. And you know, the Africa spreading, that we all spread out of Africa, and then the Pleistocene overkill extinction theory. And it's like, it seems like every few years they update it and they change it and they say, oh, the guys, no. The guys from 10 years ago, actually my new theory is the best theory. Let's write some books and get me on Letterman. And it seems like there's a new prevailing theory that's really always exciting and edgy about how we got here and where we came from and how we dispersed, and maybe even has some political implications, like how we should use the Amazon moving forward. Like the Amazon was engineered by people, so fuck it. Let's just cut it down.
Yeah, I tend to believe that we mostly don't understand anything, but there's an optimism in continuously figuring out the puzzle of that. We offline talked about the Graham Hancock Flint Dibble debate on Rogan. I like debates personally. Yeah. So Flint Dibble represents mainstream archaeology, and I actually like the whole science, the whole field of archaeology. You're trying to figure out history with so little information. You're trying to put together this puzzle when you have so little, and you're desperately clinging on to little clues. And from those clues, using the simple possible explanation to understand. And now with modern technology, as Flint was trying to express, that you can use large amounts of data that's like imperfect, but just the scale, and using that to reconstruct civilizations. There are different practices, from the little details of what kind of things they eat, how they interact with each other, what kind of art they create, to when they existed, what are the time frames, all that kind of stuff. And that starts to fill in the gaps of our understanding. But still, the error bars are large in terms of what really happened. And that leaves room for things like Graham Hancock talks about, like lost civilizations, which I like also because it gives you have a kind of humility about maybe there's giant things we don't know about, or we got completely wrong. And that's always good to like remember.
It's confusing to me to imagine like what, I don't even know what ended where'd the Egyptians go? Like what happened to, it seemed like they were doing so good. They had so much cool shit. But I mean, I was reading anthropological stuff in the Amazon about tribes that, you know, just through their societal structures and through their hunting practices that didn't really develop practices that worked, and kind of bands of people that went extinct before they could turn into larger societies. And there's a lot of people that got it wrong. You know, for every explorer that leaves Borneo and arrives in South America, there's probably hundreds more that just die at sea, get eaten by sharks, you know, avalanche. And it's so fascinating to me that all of us really, past our grandparents, don't really even know where we came from. Like, do you know who your great-great-great-grandparents are? Like, no.
I mean, there's methods of trying to figure that out, but really, again, the error bars are so large that it's almost like we're trying to create a narrative that makes sense for us. You know, that I'm 10% Neanderthal, therefore I can bench press this much, and therefore my aggressive tendencies have an explanation, when in reality there's so much diversity of personalities that they far overshadow any possible histories we might have.
Your aggressive tendencies don't have any explanation.
No, you need to you listen to me right now.
I'm sorry, don't hit me again. Don't choke me out again.